Okay, so let's see if this works. Maybe this is better. I'm not sure. But anyhow, Congressman Cantor, you know, why you even bring up we got to get from someplace else. We're going to take care of these people. Start with your salary. That's all. Start with your salary, your benefits, your parking spaces, whatever you have to give up. Okay, you give all of that up because you're already loaded, right? I mean, why would you even? What's the point of this? This is how serious you are? You know what, pal? Everybody keeps up with the Chinese this, the Chinese that. You know it and I know it. The U.S. economy is about 6 to 7 times its size. Okay, that's the size of China. Look, you keep cutting back, and all you're going to wind up with is a dry well. That's the way it works. He didn't put enough water in the pump. No water in the pump. Oh, we were so close. Going on the cheap. We're still the richest country on the planet Earth. You realize that. And everybody keeps buying our treasury bonds. The same one, by the way, to back up our Social Security, by the way, that you guys stole from for years. But if it's good enough for the Chinese, I'm sure it's good enough for guys like me and future elders. Right? Right, Mr. Cantor? Please. It's a joke. You're a joke. It's a scary joke, though, because the money that goes in your pocket comes from God only knows where. And all you're doing is shilling for the rich. That's all you do. And it keeps you in the lifestyle that you've grown accustomed to, which has a lot to do with power. You're the majority leader. Ooh. So what? Who cares? I don't care. A lot of people don't care. You know what I care about? When I go in my car and I drive down the street and there's potholes when there shouldn't be. When I go over creaky bridges in Venice Beach that have been there for 1,000 years. Stuff like that. You know what I mean? Our waterways deteriorate, everything. On the cheap. You do it on the cheap, that's what you get. And you're the leader of on the cheap, and the only guys benefiting by this are your real constituents. And they are the outrageously rich, the so-called 1 or 2%. It's a little bit bigger than that. Maybe 3.5%, maybe up to 5%. But they're all on the take. And you're a shill for them, and you enable them. That's what you do. Don't give me this wrapped up flag around your baloney, pal. You know, please. I don't know. I hope people wake up and realize this. Voting for a Republican is like, it's voting for a guy to just take your money. Because that's all they've been doing. Look at your paychecks, you fools. I'm retired. I'm all right. And if they touch my Social Security, I'm going to do what they all do. I'll just lie, cheat, and steal like everybody else, right? Like all these crooks at the top. Nobody goes to jail here anymore. By the way, that's another thing, Mr. Cantor, right? That's okay with you? Dick Cheney, all the torturers. Yeah, it's against the law, but that's okay. They did it. They had a couple of ambulance chasers come up with some cockamamie ideas to justify the torture of other human beings. Come on. And by the way, Mr. President, right now you're doing the same thing. It's somewhere out there. It's out of control. We're better than that, right? Anyhow, Mr. Cantor, please, I hope another way we could pay for this hurricane repair is to take any federal spending that goes into your district. How about that? How about that? That's a good idea. I don't know off the top of my head, but I know one thing that's important. If you're in Congress and you want to stay there, you got to take care of those big interests in your district, right? That's where you get your money from. Come on now. It's not like old geezers like me. Yeah, I said, let's send Eric Cantor $10. Right, Eric? You have to have 40 billion people do that, right? Well, listen, it's a pleasure talking to you, Mr. Cantor. Hard to believe that you get away with this stuff. It's amazing that people listen to this baloney. I wrote a little poem about it. It was called Fool Me Twice. You know how that goes, the way that George Bush couldn't figure out how to say it? Remember that one? Yeah, fool me once, shame on you, your mother or something. He didn't know what he was talking about. Fool me twice. Where I grew up, you fool me once, I'm the jerk, okay? There is no fooling me twice. You don't fool me twice. None of you wonderful human beings have ever done that. You're the slipperiest, slidiest characters to come down the pike in a long time. I'm 67 years old. I've seen them coming and going. Oh, you, my friend, and your ilk. You're not good for this country. You're too myopic. It's your way or the highway. That's the only way. It's not going to work. Never does in this country. Never will. There's too many smart people out there, hopefully. Because you got 40% of the population believes that the Earth's no more than, 10,000 years old. Good luck, folks. Goodbye, Mr. Cantor, and good luck.